Earlier today, I was called a weird neighbor because I was standing outside of my neighbor's house watching TV with him. And I was like, but I don't have cable. How am I going to watch the game? So I decided, let's go on Nextdoor to see what real shitty neighbors are like. This guy said, what does this even mean? If you're breeding dogs, can you please do it discreetly and not in a public area with kids around? It's really weird for parents with young children, especially when you're actively assisting them. If you're breeding dogs, can you please do... Yeah, that's fair, right? Because it's a little weird if you're a kid and you see dogs humping. Well, any age, realistically. But I recall being younger and seeing it and just very confused. Mostly because it was like a Chihuahua humping the leg of a Labrador. And I was like, is that something that we're supposed to do too? Took me 5 years to figure out no. Here's another one. This guy said, trying to enroll my 82-year-old father for Medicaid. Any advice? Hurry.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
Warning. I cannot stop ordering Taco Bell. There must be something malicious going on. Anytime I am hungry, I crave the cheese and beef. If you suffer from this too, please reply with an F so that I know I'm not alone. It's tough being oppressed. That last line is relatable. My neighbors never invite me to the neighborhood parties. I'm unsure if it's skin related. You know, I don't know what it could be realistically. We all are the same though. I'm a little confused. Why is this on Nextdoor? Why is this on a neighborhood app? Or is it like a bug that they think is going around that's causing people in the area to continuously order Taco Bell? And more specifically, the cheese and beef. 9 p.m. tonight. Just had a terrifying encounter. A black SUV with dark windows started following me in my car from around blank, then down to blank, and back up to Whole Foods, where I finally lost them. Luckily, my instincts kicked in and I lost them. Why did you say that twice? This guy commented, I also had a terrifying encounter. On the way home from Whole Foods, a car followed me home and even parked next door. Luckily, my instincts kicked in and I got my garage door closed before they could get in. Crazy coincidence, because I saw my neighbor at Whole Foods that same day. Holy fuck. This is getting insanely scary. I didn't know there was so many people following each other around. Now, I will admit that's something that I do, but it's scary if someone were to do that to me. Like, it's fine. I'm not doing anything crazy to these people. I just want to know kind of where they live, what they do throughout the day. So that's why I typically do it earlier in the day so I can follow them throughout. And it really lets me learn about them. Not handicapped. They don't care. They just park their expensive cars anywhere. And here's a couple expensive cars, allegedly in handicapped parking spots. I wish there was a website where you could post a pic and the owner of the car would get a ticket for being so selfish. Don't you? Yes. No. This doesn't really feel like a neighborhood post. You know what I mean? This isn't a neighborhood. This is a store. Like, what is that, Walmart? Now, a couple things on this one. Number one, I do agree that disabled people can't have expensive cars. That doesn't make sense. So he's probably right. They are not handicapped. And number two, so what? Make them go, you know, they probably don't work out. Maybe they need a little workout. They need a little cardio. Let them park 5 spots down and walk a little further. What's the big issue? What's the big deal? Did anyone notice military style action, possibly ISIS, on Euclid Boulevard Friday morning around 6. Possibly ISIS? That's SWAT, not the military, so definitely not terrorist with a 0. Okay, thanks. Never saw SWAT in unmarked vehicles. Interesting. Beverly said, "What's wrong with you?" ISIS? Really? It's obviously a SWAT situation. Yes, SWAT. But you would be stupid to think that ISIS isn't here already positioned in every city. Now, this post does bring up something that I do with my neighbors. I like to play a little game just to keep them on their toes, because we're supposed to be a community and be tight, and like we got each other's backs, you know? So sometimes I like to dress up as a terrorist and terrorize a little bit. I want everyone to be on the same page. Like, what do you do when there's a terrorist in the neighborhood? We have to prepare for everything. So like sometimes I'll like sprint after someone with like a knife, or oftentimes I'll have like a package and then sprint towards someone and, you know, scream that I have a bomb, or you go boom, something like that along those lines. Just to really see where everyone's at in case something goes down. Any clue why this rock is there? I often walk by it on Park Avenue and it freaks me out. It's right past the elementary school and I fear something is very wrong about it. I would keep any kid away from it just to be safe. And it's the reason why I don't take my son on this route. Are they scared of a rock? Oh, they're scared of Iraq. Oh, they just got it all confused. They didn't know they were separate entities. Maybe that's it. I don't really understand, to be honest, because I really don't see anything that's scary about it.
Are you sure about that?
Stop saying retarded. I hear this word being used so often. It's so disrespectful to even use this word. Do better. I'm sorry, but why did it says it right here? I have a dear friend that suffers from Down syndrome, and he is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. How would you feel if someone you love suffers from some sort of disability and was called a name? I had a grown adult scream this name at me a few weeks ago. Go figure. Just my thought of the day. Stay cool. What even is this? Is this like a badge or something? Stop saying retarded. Like, am I supposed to put that on my shirt? And does that make people stop saying the word retarded? That doesn't feel like that works. That seems like the opposite. That makes me want to say it. Also, how do you think I feel being called retarded and I have no disability? I'm not recording this a different day. But if I were, it would be because my neighbors figured out I was hacking into their security cams inside of their homes. But that's not the case. Okay, by the way, that's largely a joke. We have a post here. This says, cat smells of cigarettes. Tonight, my cat Simon came home reeking like cigarettes. Eesh. Sounds like my ex's pussy. Okay, that's... What the fuck? I know he likes to wander the neighborhood visiting people. He's very social. But my son and I are very sensitive to the smell of smoke, so would greatly appreciate it if you're a smoker that you not let him in your house or smoke around him. Thanks in advance. He is a black cat, so, you know, I'm not saying anything about that. But he does seem like the type to do it. That's not like because of the color of his fur. I'm just saying in general, black cats, not because of the color of their fur, but like they are And then a completely different post and a different person, it looks like. Is this your cat? Late last night, I heard a strange sound coming from our kitchen area and thought someone could have snuck into my house. I was shocked when I saw a black cat in our house smoking a cigarette. Please keep your cat off of our property. I'm very sensitive to smoke. Holy shit. So it's the cat that's smoking cigs?
My nigga, you cannot do that. That's not okay.
Here's a post from Leroy Jenkins. Hi all. Now we all use devices to connect to the internet and whatnot, and my grandkids come over and use their phones and iPads too. Well, the other day my grandson went to connect to the Wi-Fi, and our neighbor's router name is All Cops Are Buttholes. Okay, no, I don't think that's true. I really don't think that's real. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think it's real, and that pisses me off. However, this brings up a very interesting topic of discussion. My neighbors hate my Wi-Fi name. I put my Wi-Fi name as blackpeoplemeet.com. And yeah, they don't like it. I don't know why. They don't like it. And I think that says more about them than it does me. Chickens. To my neighbor that complaint to the city about my chickens, I want to thank you because I didn't know I'm allowed to have up to 25. And I don't even have half of that. So you have what, like 17? Would like a clear answer for that. So thanks for the complaint. I learned something today. Wow, that would fucking piss me off. If my neighbors had a chicken coop in their backyard, I would probably, I don't know, slit my wrists for fun. Or, well, no, out of spite. No. I would slit their throats, the chickens, or the neighbors. Here's another post. I drew this horse. Do you like it? Here's... What the fuck is that? Why, like this I kind of get, but what the fuck are you doing? Why'd you crop out the head? What the fuck is even going on? What is this? Both of these. You didn't complete the horse. This horse is cut off for some reason. I don't know why. I think this is dog shit, to be honest, and I could do better. So I'm going to put up a picture of what I did right now, just to compare it and let you get an idea of how much of an artist I really am. So that's how you draw a real fucking horse. Someone commented, looking good, Ron. I love it. Someone else said, yes, cool horse. Someone else said, which one? Which one? Which one did you draw? It's really hard to tell. Is one of them real? Linda said, very good. I'm a photographer specializing in horses. And then showed these horses. Very small image. And then Ron responded to her and said, did I ask, Linda? You motherfucker. Linda said, no need to be nasty. Chill, by the way. Your drawing looks like a 3-year-old did it. Oh, shit. Damn, Linda. That was hella rude. But yeah, it does look like someone with severe Down. It looks like something I would draw on meth. Like, you've seen what I can draw. That's just bad. Mine's pretty good. Here we have another post, and they did a poll. The poll says, we have some underage kids smoking on the outside of our fence after hours, and the smoke is bothering my outdoor cats. My outdoor cats. Should I post a notice on the fence saying I know what they're doing? 6% said yes. Call the police. 20% said yes. Okay. Adjust sprinklers and timing to spray over the fence at prime smoking time. 56% said yes. Explain to my cats it's a free country and they should suck it up. Why are your cats? Why are your cats bothered if they're outside? What the fuck is happening? And why did 316 people vote? If anything, your cats are just bothered they're not getting a hit. Based on that fucking other cat we saw earlier, who knows what these cats are doing out there? By the way, are they black cats? That's gonna do it today. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. One piece of advice before I go. If you're ever walking alone at night and you see someone coming towards you and you're kind of not sure, like you're kind of scared, you don't know if they're a bad person or not, just take out your pepper spray and spray them down. It's not illegal as far as I know. Just spray them down and as a precaution.